This is Polygon, a low poly first person shooter which I have been playing quite heavily over the last couple of days, and I have to say I am truly impressed after learning that this game is developed by a single developer using the Unreal Engine. Polygon is a low poly first person shooter that is available for free on Steam if you guys would like to check it out for yourselves. The game is a classic first-person shooter featuring large battles, with matches supporting up to 32 players, which aims to fill in the void that is left by EA and their latest installment to the Battlefield franchise. The game is very much inspired by the old-school Battlefield games, incorporating a similar style of gameplay, while also utilising fast-paced movement for high-action gameplay. Battlefield's influence on the creation of the game also stems to its map design, as Polygon has a map called Metro, which is eerily similar to another map featured in Battlefield 3 of the same name. When playing Polygon, players will expect large-scale battles in either a conquest objective-based game mode or King of the Hill, where players will have to capture zones in order to score points. During their matches, players will earn currency by capturing objectives and securing kills on the enemy team. This currency can then be used to unlock weapons and attachments, which can then be used in-game. I actually like this system. It's actually very reminiscent to the original Call of Duty Black Ops 1's currency system, where players can choose what they want unlocked and when they want to unlock it. The game features the ability to lean left and right to peek corners and hold key choke points, and if you run out of ammo and grenades, then don't worry, there are ammo stations around the map for you guys to resupply and get back into the fight. Now, the first thing you may notice is the game's interesting art style. Polygon's in-game assets are models of a low poly count, giving the game world a blocky appearance. However, this in no way makes the game look bad. The game does a good job in utilizing a vibrant color palette, great textures, and awesome lighting effects in order to give the game a rather polished look. Something that is truly lacking in other low poly shooters, just like BattleBit. Not only does this game look fucking beautiful, it also retains the benefit of running exceptionally well on lower end PCs due to the lower hardware requirements. That's right, you don't need a bloody NASA PC, just go grab your grandmother's old computer, you're all good. The game plays exceptionally well, the movement and the gunplay being my favourite aspects of the game. You move exceptionally quick when sprinting, which sort of makes up for the lack of vehicles in the game, and with the incorporation of a simple stamina system, it prompts players to manage their sprinting and jumping to a great deal when traversing around the map. Players can utilize short burst sprints, ducking behind cover to recover, in order to get close to objectives or their desired destination. Personally, I like to zip in and out of cover, jumping around corners to get the jump on the enemy. You can also bunny hop to a certain degree to make your movements a little more unpredictable. The gunplay is handled exceptionally well. The player can choose from an array of different weapons, some examples being the M16A4, the Scar H, and the AK-47, all of which have their own perks and advantages. I rather enjoyed running and gunning with the AK-12, taking out clusters of enemies from mid to long ranges, and also putting my marksman skills to the test and popping some melons from a distance with a sniper. The game does a great job in making each gun unique, and I am honestly surprised that a game with only one developer has better hit registration than some of the larger AAA shooters on the marketplace. The game also has great monetization, featuring no pay-to-win mechanics or weapons locked behind a paywall. Instead, all buyable content is purely cosmetic, and so players do not need to spend a single penny on the game, and instead they can just jump in and play straight away. Polygon is a great game that you can just sit down and play to unwind for hours and have a ton of fun whilst doing so. But that does not mean that the game is perfect. Despite Polygon being a great shooter, there are a few problems that it has. Firstly, the game has a very prevalent spawn killing issue. Players have two main bases that you can spawn at, however the only issue being that if enough players camp that spawn, then it is ridiculously easy to spawn kill the enemy team 1,000 times over. More so when every objective is captured by one team, leaving the other's only spawn location to be the base of which the other team is surrounding. I actually had a conversation with another player in-game about this issue, and it turns out that spawn killing was even worse when the game first came out because spawn protection was pretty much non-existent. It's evident that the developers are trying to address this issue, but as of right now, if you are being spawn killed by the enemy team, it can be very unrewarding and rage-inducing. The game also suffers from a few collision issues here and there. Sometimes my character will get stuck on certain objects, although it isn't a common occurrence. There are times when I'd be in a gunfight and I'd get stuck on some kind of prop, leading to my demise. Your character often clips through surfaces as well, and it becomes a problem when your head clips through a wall or a ceiling, making it impossible to see anything. I get it though, camera clipping can be tricky, and I have had my fair share of clipping issues with my own experience in game development. It would also be nice to be able to customize your loadout during a match. Unfortunately, the only way to change the weapons you have equipped is in the main lobby, so in the event that you pick a weapon, use it, and realise that it's absolute garbage, you're stuck with that weapon until the match is over. Likewise, you can't pick up the weapons of the players you killed, a small issue, but having this kind of mechanic would allow players to try new weapons and attachments, and even allow them to throw away their current weapon for another in the event that they run out of ammunition. Another prevalent issue is the abundance of XP farmers. Yep, if you browse different servers, you will find hundreds of lobbies where players will farm XP, and doing so actually proves as an effective way to gain a significant amount of XP and in-game currency for purchasing your weapons. Being able to level up in private servers allows players to farm XP, and with it being an effective way to level up fast, it takes away the rewards of playing public lobbies and grinding normally. But all this pales in comparison to the game's lack of content. Polygon has a small rotation of maps, a small amount of weapons, and a lack of attachments to put on said weapons. Now, in the game's defense, more weapons and attachments are listed to be coming soon, and the developer is constantly bringing out updates with new features and mechanics. However, there are plenty of other games which already have much of their content already available at launch. Overall, Polygon is a great first-person shooter, one of which I think I'll be returning to regularly, just to wind down and have a good time. If the game continues to bring out new content and handle the annoying spawn killing issue, I definitely see this game having a great future and even competing head to head with other low poly shooters just like BattleBit. But what do you guys think about Polygon? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comment section down below. And to all you new faces subscribing to the channel, if you'd like to support the channel and maybe get something in return, then check out my damn merch store. The link is in the description down below. That is all the time we have for today, so guys, remember, have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.